Hey guys, welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you are not. In today's video, I will be sharing with you my first paycheck for the month of September. Now, just for a brief sort of like instructional on how I do this, I'm using the Budget Moms Budget by Paycheck workbook to complete my budget for the month of September. This is what I use. In October, I'll have another booklet just like this. But let me just say, I sat down a few days ago and I did the budget, the draft of my budget based on what I thought my income would be. Now that I've got my actuals, I am actually under what I thought I was supposed to be paid. It kind of fluctuates because I do get paid on the 15th and the last day of the month, so it's kind of hard to gauge how much. So my actual paycheck was $2,244.62. This is the amount that I was actually paid, and I thought I was going to get $2,279. So I was off by not too much. Let me just take my calculator here. 2279 take away 224.62 equals, wait, excuse me, 2279 take away 2244.62 equals $34.38. So I'm only short by $34.38. I don't know why I thought this was $94.38. I like tried to figure it out over here. I think I was adding in my head, which is crazy, but it's basically I'm short by $34.38. That's not too bad. However, when I sat down to do this budget, I figured out my actual fixed expenses over here, but when I came over here to do my envelope amounts and my sinking funds, there was one thing I forgot. So I have a special needs child and I have a handicap accessible van. That van has to be serviced every 6 months to keep the, the ramp in good working order. And I completely forgot to budget in the $125 it would take for me to have the van serviced. So that ramp service is $125, and I am way off on my totals here. However, I think I can figure and work some stuff out. When I added up my budgeted expenses, it came out to be $1,979.18. Now that I am going to do my actuals, we're going to see exactly, how much it is that I have left over. I might need to tweak how much I spend on groceries. I might need to actually back out some of the things that I'm actually paying a little bit early, because I do get a paycheck, or basically a payment, not a paycheck, but I get a payment from Google AdSense. I've already figured out that on September 21st, I will get a $203.02 Google AdSense payment, and my blog ads from that company, She Media, I'm getting $239.57 on the 30th. So with these two payments, let me add those up. $203.02 plus, and I'm going to actually get a calculator so that you guys can see this code on my phone. I know you can't see this, but just trust that I'm adding it properly. So $203.02 plus $239.57 equals $442.59. Now, I like to keep scrap paper on the side separate from my actual budget tracker, because I might need to scribble a little and figure some things out. But budgets can be a little bit messy. So let me just say, my fixed expenses are pretty much very much the same. Now here, my paycheck, like I said, is $2,244.62. My daughter is giving me $60 toward our Geico auto insurance bill, and so that brings my monthly total down to $2,304.62. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say monthly total. My income for the first paycheck of September is $2,304.62. Okay, so tithes, I will pay my tithes off of my paycheck. So that's $224.46. I round that up to $225. So that's my actual tithe instead of $236. My Verizon wireless actually is $248.23. So I will write that in. Equilibria, this is my CBD monthly subscription. Typically it was going to be $91, but a couple of things happened here. One thing was someone actually purchased CBD through my affiliate link. I don't know who it was, but thank you. Hopefully it's someone who's watching this video so I can give you a proper thank you. And then also I have CBD gummies, I have CBD capsules, and I have the oil. It turns out that I didn't really need to purchase the capsules because I have capsules and gummy. So all I really needed to do was to get the oil drops, the daily drops. So with the affiliate amount that I got, plus taking out the daily drops, my Equilibria was only $18.64. So that right there covers the $34.38 that I was short. But we're going to need to do a lot more than that in order to make that ramp service expense, you know, to meet that expense. So Persona Nutrition is my monthly subscription to my supplements. This is very important to me. Supplements to me are life. Like literally the supplements I take are so good. But I talked about my supplements in another video, and I'll link that in the description box below just in case you're interested in Persona. I will also link Equilibria, the CBD. It's basically made for women by women. But my Persona supplement subscription this month is $48.16. My American Express monthly, this is my minimum payment, $125.35. It is my goal to try and contribute more to this bill, but you know, we're working it out. Canva, this is my subscription, $12.99. My auto insurance is $149.70, and I have 2 cars, so this covers both of them full coverage. Lightstream is my personal loan, $620.94. My rental insurance is $17.33. I live in New York. I don't know if that's expensive or not expensive, but I think it's really good. My nationwide pet insurance is $67.05 for my dog. My life insurance, I have 2 life insurance policies that equal out to $63.88. My Fios, which is basically my internet and phone, is $97.62. I cut the cord with cable. I do not have cable anymore, but I do with my Verizon wireless. I get Hulu for free, and I also get you know, some other stuff like for free where I can watch all the TV I want, plus, you know, the internet. Smush, this is for my website, $7 monthly subscription. My Kindle monthly subscription is $9.99. iCloud, $2.99. Apple, so my Apple payment is $60. This is actually not my minimum. My minimum is really $25. However, because I'm doing the debt snowball or the debt avalanche method, I add an additional $35 to that to give it $60, because the previous credit card that I paid off, which was Chase, I took that minimum payment and I applied it to my minimum payment for Apple, which is my next credit card that I'm working on. So then I have HostGator. HostGator is the hoster company for my blog. That's $20.95. And if you wonder why I include business expenses, well, for my side gig along with my actual like personal expenses, it's because I file my taxes as a sole proprietor and everything is included. So I have my keto coach as $100. I actually paid her $100 out of my buffer money, so this was already paid, which is why I have like a check mark next to that. So once I add all of this up, and excuse if you can hear the background because I live next to a railroad, and I have the window open because it's hot. But anyway, I will say all of this to say, let me add all of this up. So I'm adding this up. I've got 225 plus 248.23 plus $18.64 plus $48.16 plus 125.35 plus 12.99 plus 149.70 plus, where are we, 620.94 plus 17.33 plus 67.05 plus 63.88 plus 97.62 plus 7 plus 9.99 plus 2.99 plus 60 plus 20.95 plus 100 equals. So my expenses actually come out this time to be $1,895.82. Now when I subtract what I thought it was, the bill of $1979.18, I come under by $83.36. So the $83.36 I will bet is what was from Equilibria. I'm going to make that a positive. So $83.36 plus $18.64 equals 102. Okay, actually the 102, it's the tithe and the Equilibria. So 102 minus 91 equals $11. And yep, tithe is $11 less than what I had budgeted for. So all of my totals equal $1,895.82. My expenses of $1,895.82 from my income of $2,304.62. Now here's where things may get a little bit where I might have to finagle. So I'm going to carry this over, this $408.80. This is my actual leftover amount from my paycheck. Savings bingo, I'm going to leave that at $28 because it's not that much and I do need to continue contributing toward this. Personal is going to be, personal is going to be $25. I'm going to keep that. This is actually for laundry. So I do use that as my laundry. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with groceries because, let's see, being that I had anticipated I was going to have only $359.82 left and I have $408.80 left, that's a difference of $408.80 minus $359.82 equals, that's a difference of $48.98. Still not nearly enough to cover my ramp service. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to put the ramp service under the category of transportation because that is my form of transportation. So actually that category is called auto. So I'm just leaving it at autos, transportation, auto. So that's for that particular category. The amount I need is $125. I didn't budget anything for it, so I'm going to put that zero here because I need to be able to look back at this in the in the future and see that, like, okay, you need to do better with the budgeting part of things. So $125 is what I am needing to pay for my auto. Now, I just thought about something, guys. I save for sinking funds in the Capital app, and I have money there as well. And so for that particular app, I'm going to open my Capital app. You will not be able to see this because, I mean, it's not, I'll explain it later. I use the Capital app on my phone. You can't see it right now, but I save for sinking funds for auto maintenance, repair, fees, and violations. I have $50 in that account already. I was going to use part of that and then I wouldn't have to pay as much as the $125 out of my paycheck for this, but actually now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to leave that $50 there because I am going to need future maintenance anyway. So I'm just going to leave that alone. I thought I would use it from Capital, but no, it's not the full amount anyway. So I will just leave that alone for now. So for now, what I'm going to do is I have $28 for the savings bingo, $125 for the ramp, and then $25 for personal, which is my laundry. So I'm thinking grocery wise, so when I add up the totals of what I have thus far, we have, okay, so I have 28 plus 125 plus 25. That equals $178. I do need to put money towards my subscribe and save, which is down here. So I'm going to deduct, I'm going to add $31.82 to that, plus 31.82. 31.82 equals, and I come up with $209.82. So of this $408.80, $209.82 is accounted for. So I'm going to deduct that from here. 408.8 equals, that leaves me with $198.98 for groceries, and that is a huge dip from $275. There's no way that we are going to be able to, you know, survive on $198.90 of groceries for the month. So what I'm going to have, I have to hit that $275 mark, because it's $275 plus my $163 for my Butcher Box meat subscription. So what I'm going to do is that $275, I need to see what I need to take over here and pay with my Google AdSense and She Media payments. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create another. So the paycheck bill date for this, 9/21, is when I get my Google payment. So I know that it's $203.02. I'm still going to put it down as an actual of $203.02, and I'm going to put Google right here. Because I am sort of like planning ahead with money I know is guaranteed. It's not like it's like, oh, I think I'm going to get this amount. I already checked my account. So that's for the 21st. And then what I will do is I'll use another paycheck bill tracker for the $239.57 that I'm going to get from She Media. That's going to be a small amount, but it'll be I'll be able to use some of that money for more sinking funds, because my bills, my paycheck does cover my fixed expenses. So my fixed expenses are always covered. It's just, it's those variable expenses that are really, really hard to kind of, you know, put together and determine how much to spend, because these are the areas that I overspend, or I have overspent in the past consistently. So again, going back to this, okay, so 400, I have to meet this $275, right? So I need to add this up again. 408.8, take away the 275, take away 28, take away 125, take away, and I'm going into the negatives, but it's okay because I need to see how much, you know, to do. So take away another 25, take away 31.82. Okay, so that means I'm $76.02 over. Okay, so for that $76.02 over, what I'm going to choose to do now is I'm not going to pay Apple with this paycheck. This is going to go, I'm going to put a line through it and I will retotal my totals, but this is going to get paid with my Google payment. So I'm going to move it over here. And this is how, you know, to finagle. It's due on the 30th, so I have time because I get paid by Google on the 21st. So the date is the 30th. It's $60. $60, it's budgeted and actual. Okay, then to give myself a little more wiggle room, let's see. My HostGator bill of $20.95, I can actually back that out as well because I have more than enough time. So I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to actually have to then go back and wipe my totals out and do things. I usually use an erasable pen, but I chose not to this time. I really wish that I did, but it's good. So I'm not going to pay that $20.95. I'm going to pay that from the Google payment. So $20.95 is the budgeted and it's the actual. And so this is HostGator. So this right here gives me $80.95. I'm still wanting to get a little bit more wiggle room in my budget just in case something else comes up. So I get paid from Google on the 21st. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my FiOS bill. FiOS is due on the 25th. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take FiOS out here. I'm going to back that out and I'm going to move that over to the Google check, and this should be more than enough wiggle. So 97.62, 97.62 FiOS. And then, okay, my due dates, I forgot to put the due date. So 25 for FiOS and the 30th for HostGator. 25th. Okay, this here is more than enough and I'll have money. I should have some money left over, not much, but it's okay because this is going to cover some of these fixed expenses so that I can meet some of the more immediate variable expenses. I'm going to like weigh out, you know, the things that I've moved, and I'm going to retotal things, and so that it's a little bit clearer, and then we'll go back and we'll look and we'll see, and then I can share with you what my actual cash envelope totals will be. Okay, but I'm going to do that part off camera because it's going to take up a lot of time for me to white out and stuff, so I'll be back. Okay guys, so I am back and I cleaned this up a bit. So I decided to leave the line strike throughs through FiOS, Apple, and HostGator that I'll be paying with my Google payment. I decided to leave those strike throughs because I wanted to actually be able to see and look, oh, okay, you didn't have enough money to pay this. And it's good to be able to go back and look and see where you may make mistakes or where you may fall short. Now, I gotta say, this is a very messy budget. I got white out all on my hands. It is what it is. When you're trying to make things right and you're trying to recover from bad mistakes you've made in the past, and for me, it's getting into so much debt that my income is a bit crippled, then you know you do what you have to do. Being that I have to pay $620.94 for a personal loan I took out, this is a huge chunk of money that could be going towards other bills or other, you know, sinking funds in my envelopes and my groceries, things like that. But you know what? Mistakes were made. It is what it is. It's done. Now it's time to fix it. So after I've backed out these three expenses that I'm going to pay later, I am left with a fixed expense total of $1,717.25. Once I deduct that from my income total of $2,304.62, I now have a leftover amount of $587.37. So that's a lot better than what I had before. I carry that over, and as you can see before, I had $359.82. Now it's $587.37. So I'm keeping the budgeted amount of $275 for my groceries because, you know, we have to live. I am doing my savings bingo, still $28. The ramp for the van is $125. I'm still leaving my personal expense at $25, which is for my laundry. The reason I put 0 for the ramp, because I really didn't budget that out. I forgot. So I need to be able to see my mistake. Now, moving down here, I decided to add, now that I got some money back after backing these charges out, I decided to add some more money to my envelopes. And these are important as well. Gas for the van, $50. I more than likely will not have to use this for the full month of September because I only have 2 places to go. I don't plan on going anywhere else. I work from home, and so this is helping me also to kind of curtail my expenses and, you know, my spending. Okay, so the $50 will sit in the transportation. My husband actually filled my gas tank today, so thankfully I don't have to fill it. I decided to put $25 in the pets envelope. I don't have anything anticipated coming up, but you know, you never know. And so I do want to continue funding my pets envelope as well as my other sinking funds, which are in this here. Now, I showed this in a previous video. I will link it down below in case you missed it. However, I'm going to do a separate video once I pull this cash of $528 out of the bank. Well, excuse me, $587.37. Let's be perfectly even. But no, the envelope total is $528. This is how much I have to pull out of the bank to fund these you know, cash envelope expenses. These are the variable expenses. This $31.82, which is now going to be $59.37. This is for my subscribe and save. I have quite a few things that are shipping this month, and I need to be able to contribute to the subscribe and save. As a matter of fact, this is not going to be enough. So that I don't forget, I'm going to go over to when I get that Google payment. And let's see, I'm really not sure exactly how much this adds up to be, but let's just see. Okay, so it's $203.02. Take away 60, take away 20.95, take away 97.62. It's literally going to leave me with $24.45. And you know what? That's just fine, because again, this is going to be to fulfill these, and that $24.45 I can actually apply towards more subscribe and save items. And also periodically, you know, if you have things like subscribe and save, you need to go back and look and see what you have and see, do I need any of these things still? Or maybe you can even push off a shipment by a month or two if you don't need the item. So I'm going to review that and see, but this $59.37 will cover whatever is shipping coming up in the near future, and then $24.45 I'll more than likely apply here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here and I'm going to say sub and save. And this is just a reminder to me. If I get any additional income around the 21st, then I will add that to this and it will change my income totals. But for now, these are just, I am pre-planning these in the future just to know that these are some expenses that I need to cover during this week. And then when I get my money from She Media, like I said, I will do another paycheck tracker on the 30th. Actually, I'm going to write that here because I know this is coming. 9/30 is coming, and I will be getting from She Media $239.57. And I also, you know what's interesting, guys? I just realized something. I did get an Etsy payment. It wasn't much, so I guess I didn't really think about it. But what I'm going to do is, because I'm not going to budget it along with what I have here. I don't feel like going back and adding in just like something like 30 bucks or something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to budget. I'm going to leave that amount in my other account, and I'm just going to budget it here with the Google payment. And I'll go back when I do my next video on the bill payment tracker, the paycheck bill tracker for this week. I'll include that, and then you'll see all of my updated totals. But this is messy, guys. This is so messy, but you do what you have to do, right? So coming over to this last sheet here, obviously because I am now zeroed out, I have no money extra to put towards debt. I have no money extra to put towards savings. And it is what it is, because I do have my savings bingo. Eventually, I'll maybe, once I get that $1,000 from the savings bingo, I may apply that towards debt. Whatever the case may be, I am saving something. In addition to this, you won't see this on this tracker here. $15 per paycheck goes into my credit union Christmas savings fund. That is what it is. So $30 a month I save for Christmas. So that's a sinking fund. You won't see that in my app. You won't see that on my tracker because it's automatically deducted from my paycheck. Then my son, he's, like I said, special needs. He'll be 21 years old in February. And I am giving him a birthday bash. He's never really had a big birthday party, but all of his little, friends from school and his Miracle League player friends and family, it's going to be big. 75 to 100 people, as you know, that's the plan. And I've been saving for this for 3 years. So as you know, 3 years of savings at $75 a paycheck is $150 a month I've been saving. So if y'all want to do that quick math in your head, feel free. But I have a few $1,000s to go towards his party, which is in just a few short months. So I say all that to say $75 per paycheck, which is $150 a month, goes toward a separate fund in Ally Bank. And that is actually what I use to cover, all of his expenses for his upcoming party. That's what I'm going to use. So I'm saving for that separately. So this income that you see here is actually only what I'm using to budget my variable expenses and my fixed expenses. But the money for his party, I don't even count that. And the money for Christmas, I don't even count that. 75 and another 15 per paycheck would be added to this if I did. So that is it. As you can see, messy budget, messy hands. You know what? Sometimes you got to get down in the trenches. I know I see videos of people making these real pretty budgets and everything's so nice. And listen, for me, this is real life. I'm not, perfect. I'm not great at doing it, but I am getting better. Oh, so for the month of September, one of my money thoughts that I put down was to replenish my month ahead account, $103.04 from side gig money. Use side gig money to help fund, subscribe, and save. So you see, I did remind myself of this. When I get my next payment, not Google, not Etsy, but She Media, I definitely would like to go and kind of replenish my month ahead savings. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. That's the plan. And you got to start with a plan. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please forgive me if this was messy, but messy budgets, once you get them to work for you, they will work. Thanks for watching. Have a very blessed day.